Okay, back in business. That actually wasn't a quick break. It's supposed to be, but then life happened, so it's actually been a couple days since I last played. I did run a save. I didn't bother recording that when I came back, so I just loaded up that, and here we are. So forgive me, I do have to get a little familiar with what I was doing because it's been a couple days. Are they coming home? People are in tow. That means they probably are coming home because I always escort. Yikes, temperature's dropping soon. Let's see this. Okay, that could be an issue with these outside houses. Keep homes warm. 16. Oh. Oh, I can increase range. There was some issues with these houses, wasn't there? How many vacant? Sorry guys, I have to 40 beds. So that's these 4 tents. 16 hours. They're coming in a day, so that's after the 16 hours, so that's fine. So everything is good. I just have to increase the range of my generator to 2 when it gets colder, not to break the promise of keeping houses warm. Okay, well that's not so terrible. Okay, we'll press play here. I don't remember generator power upgrade. That wasn't even necessary. It must have just been a thing that I was doing to... because I'll need it eventually. But probably because I didn't have the resources to get the drafting machines, this next tier here. So that's fine. Alright, it's almost the next day. I do have some people I could shuffle around. They're probably all sick. Oh, right, I was going to change these people from here to here. Gonna do that. Yeah, everybody's sick. Yeah, the coal mine probably has a better rate of coal production than a gathering station. I would imagine. I don't know. But it's always nice too in this early part of the game to leave these coal deposits because well, now that this is up, I can do my sermon. That's just a 2-day cooldown. Hope rises slightly. That's all it does. Though no cost. So just got to remember to click it every 2 days. But yeah, as I was saying, it's always nice to leave these in the early game because if you ever get in a position where you need extra coal, you can just fill the gathering station and get it, right? I mean, even if the coal mine generates coal at the same rate. There's gain followers. Okay. Yeah, really nothing I could do about that so early on. I mean, my hope is really impacted. At least I don't think there's anything to do this early on. Or you could do about that. So yeah, so in a case where you need coal like an emergency type deal, maybe you got a big storm coming, you crank the generator up, you can just fill up the gathering station and go to town. Because the coal mine's infinite coal, where this is limited. That's good. Got a little hope bonus for completing that promise. Whoa, getting close to that storm. I gotta remember to increase the range. I think I'm just gonna do that now so I don't forget and break a promise. Okay, that's good. I only got 4 people sick. This other steel is... I'd like to... I feel like steel is more important than wood. So I'm going to populate this steel mill. I'm still running 1 sawmill, so that's fine. Just got to plan my work day here because the next day's coming. I do have some extra people, and they aren't sick. They're going to be chilly working now. Turn these heaters on. When it drops. Temperature drops, that is. I don't know. I mean, it's only going to be like a couple people probably. Let's see. We could test it. Going to rest, going to work. So like 3 people. I guess 3 is better than none. Coal shouldn't be an issue. Alright. 1 coal an hour for that wood generation. I'll take it.
Bundle up. It's getting colder.
Yep. Houses are still warm. That's good. Yeah, so I'm getting 3 wood an hour and I'm spending 1 coal an hour. So let's see what coal's doing. Ooh, yikes. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that. I'm gonna do it. It's only 1 coal an hour. 24-hour day, it's 24 coal. Because I'm letting people rest. Not having extended shifts really cuts into your resource generation and everything, really. I mean, even these workshops, right? Cuts into your teching up as well. Alright, pause that. Yeah, you see this? 21 hours left. You can see this little meter here. That indicates that it's going up. So when the upgrade completes, for whatever reason, the game just automatically thinks that means you want to turn up the generator, which is totally not the case here. So I'm going to put that back down to 1. Don't have a lot of resources or enough resources for drafting machines, so I'm just going to pick something that I can do. This resource depot upgrade is something I would get in the future, so I'll just get that now. Man, gotta work on food, I guess. This will be a nice influx. I get some coal too, so that'll be nice. 7 kids. I have 23 kids. Oh, I gotta build another child place. Don't I do? Treatment raising their efficiency. Well, that's good. My next, so I gotta move that child shelter over a little bit and then move the road over, so that all makes sense. And before I do that, I should probably get this last house of healing up, because then I can figure out all the spacing where this road needs to be. Alright. that's going to be a while. Because I don't really have a lot of resources for that. I do have to save. My next upgrade is going to be the drafting machines, because there is nothing else T2 that I want. Right? Yeah, charcoal kiln, don't need that. Hot house, I never use those, I don't really like them. Yeah. So I need to save resources. Oh, well, I am getting resources with this, so I don't need to save resources. In that case, I could just do this now. House of prayer. Okay, so I gotta do the spacing for this. That looks good. Let's see if that works. Looks like that's gonna work. Looks like, yeah, this looks good. If that's the case, you don't even gotta move this road. It's actually kind of nice. I'm just thinking. Bear with me. Apologies. So there's gonna be a house here and a house here. This is the road. Right, that's the fourth. That's the fourth row away from the generator. So there will be a house here eventually. So for where I'm gonna put the road, I just want to get this road down. Then I can delete this. Because I'm gonna get rid of this road. Because I gotta move this child shelter over a little bit, which is going to change where this road is, and I'll build my row of child shelters going off to the left here. I also, oh yeah, I think I built this road in the back before. I did. That means I can now get rid of this road. Because these roads act as like power for the buildings. Yeah. I'll get that in. I am having a bit of an issue with food, so... And I have some people coming in, so I'll be able to send some to go collect more food. I think I'll speed it up a little bit. You know, I think I'm going to get rid of this. Like I said, I gotta save wood. Drafting machine is 75. No, the food's more important. I only was really gonna build that to make sure this road is in the right place anyway, which it is. So pause. Building in place. Yeah, 30 wood. Yeah. Temporary settlement. Basic resource grab. Grab them. Fishing village, walled colony. Sizable settlement. Low wall made of stone. No movement, no smoke. Could it be water? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? 3. How many kids I got coming in? 7, so I got to build just one more, so it's 20. I don't think I'll have enough wood to build the second child center and the house of prayer. Unfortunately. Alright, working day's over. I'm going to demolish the child shelter. I mean, I'm also going to have extra houses here. I do have 4 extra houses, but they're chilly. If I upgrade those houses to bunk houses, they'll be good enough for these people. Alright, warmth is fulfilled. Great. A little chunk of hope there. Okay, I gotta get this road done, right? This was gonna come straight out. Should have built this road before, actually. That's my fault. Right? I think that's right. Because there's gonna be yeah, this all lined up good. That's row 4. I'm pretty sure that's right. I don't think there is anything in adaptation that I still want to do. I want to get the care house and the prosthetics. Those are nice to have. They seem moral enough. I won't be doing either of those. So let's see what we got in adaptation. Evening prayers. That's another thing that raises hope. Some Londoners may mend their ways. That's very useful. And then shrines. They raise the hope of people working nearby and the efficiency of nearby workplaces. Well, food is a bit of an issue for me right now. I don't think I can spend 20 rations. I'm gonna work on these shrines. Get these going. I do have a bit of resources, so I'm going to build them actually right now because these are very useful because they raise the efficiency of workplaces. So you can see the diameter here. What happens to the buildings, they like get outlined in white if it affects the building. You can see like these hunting houses, they're not affected. The medical places are, the cookhouse is, these house of prayers are not. So that kind of lets you know where you need to put these. If I put this here, it covers my workshops and my steel mills, so I'll put one there. Definitely going to have one for this coal area. Building will block an important facility. Well, that's strange. Hope I could still build a coal mine there and this road isn't in the way. No matter, I could put it here and it'll still be in range. Oh, actually, it would be nice to get this. Oh, a gathering post won't be in range. I wonder why this happened. I can't even test the coal mine because I don't have a steam core. That's a weird little thing. I promised to build 3. I'm not going to bother with shrines for the sawmills because the sawmills are kind of temporary. Once the trees are gone, that's it. Oh, I could put, I mean, I'll have a wall drill here. Hopefully that'll be in range, the wall drill. Because then I could also get this sawmill in range too. 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay. So that was worth doing. That'll be very nice for tomorrow. Looks like this road is done. Is the road done? Yeah, looks to be. So now I can get rid of this one. This always freaks me out when I break power. I'm like always nervous. I'm gonna cut power to I don't have enough. sad. Don't I have enough of just wood? Even if I canceled this, I'd only get back 10 wood. It'd give me 19. Man. Alright, well. I guess not all the children will have a place. These people are going to come before the next work day. House of prayer. Glad to hear it. So I should probably dismiss. Well, yeah, I can worry about that just right before the work day starts. Alright, well, all that being the case, I guess I could speed it up. Let some time go by. All the shrines are built. Got a little hope bonus for that. Oh, and that's good too. My extended shifts are going to be ending in a few hours, which means there's going to be a lot of overtime tomorrow. Hope everyone's ready for that. It's actually kind of unfortunate these people are going to be chilly. I just ran out of resources, so I need wood. Oh, well, that's right. Within this, I'm actually getting a bunch of wood, so I'll be able to build houses as soon as that lands. And my second child's shelter and all that. Matter of fact, probably what I'll do is I won't even put these people to work. Maybe I fill up this sawmill and that's it. And I'll just let them build during the day, because that's a lot of wood. And a lot of steel. I'll have a lot of stuff to build. I don't know if I could build all of that before people go to bed. Okay. All right. Pause. Well, I'll let the people come home first before I figure out my work shifts. Okay, people are back. I will pause it. I'm just gonna send these guys back out. I never got this one, this observatory. But I'll leave that for this guy on the right here. It's either... Oh, this was people, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, campfire with... Yeah. And the coal mine, which had smoke rising from it. Yikes, these are probably both people. I mean, it's a day and 17 hours to arrive, so that's probably fine. In that amount of time, I should be ready to... I mean, they have to get all the way there and get back. I'll probably need more people by then, and I'll have more houses by then, and everything will be a totally different map. Oh, what am I doing? Just killing time. I have to build some things, don't I? I do. Now, granted, everyone coming in probably went to go eat. No, I don't want to build anything, because if I start to build, even though I have a surplus of people, that may affect... People may not go to work because they'll be in the middle of building. So what I'm actually going to do is just make sure I have that filled, because I really want to get that filled. I also... Oh, good. That worked out. They're going on the hunt overnight. Fantastic. I'm glad I caught that. Wow, I don't really have any people to build during the day. I really wanted to build during the day. So much resources. I mean, I do have 3 people, but they're gonna build very slow. Okay, well, what's the biggest priority? Probably a child shelter. I mean, I can build another coal mine, but I can't populate it. Same thing with food. Yeah. So, got that going. Oh, but gotta wait for the workday to start. Oh, that's something else I had to do. I had to put everyone on overtime. Well, not everyone. Just mostly everyone. I'm only gonna put one of the woods on overtime. I love teching up fast. Okay, how many overtime is that? 7. That's a bit steep. It's quite a lot of discontent. But, I mean, they just had 3 days, right? With no overtime, so that's, you know, I gotta count for something. How's my tool generation now with the overtime? Alright, that's good. Alright, I think that'll be okay. I mean, I do have a lot of wood coming in, so I probably don't have to overtime this. But I do have a lot of stuff to build. Houses is an issue. I don't have like any extra now. The ones the 4 I do have are chilly. You know, 11 vacant beds. People regain hope. Glad to hear it. Oh yeah, the Londoners, the tendencies. They're hopeful enough not to join. That's good. Man, I know I said that thing about people, but I actually need more. Now that I have the resources to, you know, build resource generation buildings and houses and all that, and tech up anything I want, I just need the people. You got a sick person in here? Wait a minute. I don't want a sick person. My metal is more important than my wood. Dismiss one worker. Dismiss this guy. It's sick. Put the healthy worker in there. Good. Okay, that worked. It looks like another guy got cured right when that happened. But not the same guy, just probably a different guy. Yeah, see now with the shrines, these are working at 108% efficiency. Employee delivers 10 plus 2. Reach the walled oath survivors. Explore dying exiles. Alright, well, we always escort, so let's do that. That's fantastic. I need more people, so... And that looks to be like a lot. 36 workers, 18 engineers. That's great. That's great. I don't really have too many people, if any, to build. These guys are all probably sick. So I actually don't think there's much I could do during the day. To be honest, I will probably start to build things just to get rid of these my resource pool, because I don't have enough people to build resource depots right now. Yeah, that is what I'm going to have to do. Keep building another sawmill out here. May as well. Another food thing. Yep. Yeah, I'm just doing this to get rid of wood. No one's going to build. Because I don't have anybody to build. Alright, that's better. Okay, it's still good. Okay, drafting machines is done. That's nice. Gives me this whole third tier. So I gotta see what's the most important. Infirmary would be pretty handy. It heals much faster. It treats more things like people that are gravely ill. Food's obviously an issue. This hunting tactics reduces my hunts to people, by 5 workers. That's really handy. That'll actually give me more people. Ooh, that might be what I will do. I mean, everything looks really good here. Yeah. I think that is what I'm gonna do. Because if I get reducing it by 5 people, that'll give me more people to put everywhere else, right? I mean, currently that would give me 20 extra workers. But in a day, I'm getting like 40, no, 50, 54 workers actually. Yikes. So maybe that's not so needed. At least next. Maybe I could do something. What would be my number 2? Coal. Well, no, I could just build another coal mine. Maybe these scout sleds. Steam sawmill. That would be good. They're all good. I think I'm gonna go with the steel. Yeah. Steel is, I think, one of the hardest resources to get, right? Because coal, you got these deposits that are plentiful still, even in the mid game. You got 3 coal mines. You could always build the coal thumpers to generate coal from the ground, but the steel, it's like, you do get some piles in the beginning of the game, but this is it. And then wood, well, 2 wall drills, all the trees. So, yeah, I think steel was the way to go. Midday, I don't really have anything going on, so I guess I could speed things up a little bit. Wood's creeping up again. I was gonna build, I think this was, how did I space this? This was my 3rd row of houses, 4th row, so my 4th row house is gonna be right here. So, yeah, I could build another row of I'm not building houses over here, that's right, because I'm keeping my house of prayers all the way over here, and this is for, I could put, more cookhouses, right, my medical stuff, that all goes on this side. Okay, so. Yeah. Kitchens. Increases temperature by nearby workplaces by 1 level. Okay, that's not really important. House of Healing. Treats the gravely ill. Slower than the infirmary. No. I don't want to heal people slower. Well, I got a bunch of food being produced, so I can get this signed.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Matter of fact, I do have 20 rations right now. What's the cooldown on that ability? 2 days? Even though I'm a little low on food, if no one's hungry, I may use it just to start the cooldown timer. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Shrines, a breath of hope. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Big hope increase, right? No 100 years left. But whatever. It's weird. Sometimes I call them Londoners, and then other times I call them Londoners. I'm not really sure the proper pronunciation. Steam Steelworks. Okay, I'll have to remember to upgrade those steel factories overnight. Obviously not going to do that during the day because that will shut down the building. But I need to figure out what I'm going to do next. Maybe the infirmary. Now I feel like the sleds would be more important than the infirmary because, again, I get resources from out there, people from out there. I may do the sleds. The only other thing that might be worth it would be this for like an instant chunk of people, but I got that huge chunk of people coming in. I don't want to end up with too many too quickly. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the sleds. I tell you, I have a lot of stuff to build overnight. When all these people get out of work, it's going to be Build City. And part of that build is houses. I just did that because my wood was getting kind of high. I can get that other house of healing built too. That would be nice. Then I would have everybody next to... I think it was going to be here. Huh, well that house isn't covered. Need to be here. Huh. How is that house not covered? You see it? It's this guy right here. I thought I checked this before. It was supposed to be there's supposed to be two houses between this and the road. Maybe I just missed it. I mean, I could do... If I put it here, it works. But I'm worried it leaves kind of a gap. Because there needs to be... Okay, so that fits, right? This spacing. I'm like doubting all the work I did. What about this spacing? Okay, so that is spaced good. Okay, so the spacing works. I just have to make sure all these houses are within this hole isn't going to be a problem. So that's covered under the left one, and that's covered on the right one. Okay, so there is a little gap, but it's covered. All right, well, I guess that's not a problem.
Finish your labors, people. The work day is up.
Okay, so the people not working overtime are going to build. That's even a lot of people. Let me... I gotta get a road out here, so... Well, actually, I could just come in from this side and build this space. So just... Yeah. Okay. I'll get the majority of people once my overtime ends, because I am running 7 overtimes. Just checking my coal. Speed this up a little bit. Alright, now the building starts. It looks like that day, having just one guy in my cookhouse, he didn't get through all the raw food. Both these guys are in treatment. Workers. One's in treatment, okay. Build. $14 hours. I don't have enough houses. Even child shelters. I was worried. Do I have any children? Actually, 7 children plus what I have. That means I'll need another. 3 of these. Might as well get those going. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to build all this before morning. That's why I wanted to have people building during the day. That's okay. I mean, we're still in good shape, right? There's no real issues. We were able to actually get a lot of hope in what I think a pretty short amount of time. So no one's joining the Londoners. Yeah, I mean, I have no people to put in there. I could, like, take some from the coal mine and... But I'm not going to do that. Because these people aren't getting in until after the next work day starts. I guess I can speed it up a little bit. Looks like everyone's building. Let's get another house laid out. Oh, let's get 2 laid out. These houses are close to the generator, so people don't. Oh, I got another chunk of hope for building that other house of healing. Oh, probably because, yeah, everyone's living near a house of healing or a house of prayer now. So every child's in a child shelter. That gave me another chunk of hope. Because I got that second one up. That third one was just for these incoming people that are coming in. Good. Good, good, good. Once the temperature rises, even though these bunkhouses are outside my range, they'll actually be livable. It's so early in the game, day 12, and houses don't even have to be within range of the generator because it's so warm. And that's gonna go for like 3 days too. That's gonna be really nice. That's really nice. Oh, the next day started. I'm gonna pause these. Pause. Get to work. Get to work. Don't build. Is that what's going on here? Got sick people. I'll unpause these. So hopefully those people that were working in the overtime shifts they're already going to work, so they won't stop to build. But the people that are not working in an overtime place can build those 2 houses for the next 52 minutes. Oh, dang it. I didn't upgrade my steel. Oh, I wanted to do that. I was supposed to do that. Oh, no. Ah. Well, I can't cry about it. But I am very upset. Do you want more wood? More people. I'm getting a big chunk of people. Thinking, or the infirmary. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Maybe I should just finally do that. Am I getting a lot of resources with these people? Oh yeah, 400 wood I'm getting. Okay. Let's do the infirmary. I don't believe I forgot that steel. Ugh, man, I'm upset about that. It's a whole day. It's a whole day of... What's this making? It's making 4.3 an hour. Whatever the steam one would get times 2, because there's 2 of them. I had the resources to do it. Yeah, the infirmary was good. I am kind of struggling on the healing front. Let me pause it. I don't know. I don't think I have enough houses, actually. 41 vacant beds, and I have 40. 54 plus 7. That's 60. I have 61 people coming in. 61 people coming in, and I need 2 more houses. Oh, that's convenient. There they are. Okay. Well, that'll give me exactly the right amount. Which I always like having extra. So. Sermon popped. Yeah, see, it doesn't tell you when these things are done, when the cooldown is up, so you just have to kind of remember and click on them. So you click on that little sliver of hope. Every little bit helps. Okay, people arrived. I will pause it. Yeah, see, now my wood, it went over its cap. I do remember that being a thing. If you get resources from the Outland, it will go over your cap, but you can't generate resources beyond your cap. So like right now, all of my sawmills won't add to anything. And it's midday, so I need to spend a bunch of resources, which is no problem. I don't want to destroy these trees. drops again, I just could increase the power. But I have no way of heating these, so I would need a range increase. And the next range... Oh, I would have to do mechanical calculations in that range. So it's only 2 upgrades. This isn't even that expensive. Okay, so maybe I will plan then to get that 3rd range. Because my only other alternative would be to clump my houses in like a circle and put a steam hub in, which would be inefficient in this part of the game, I feel. Let's get these guys going back out. You can go here. Yeah. Game's still paused. I have to burn through this wood. People. Bunkhouse. I don't know if I said it before, but it seems that people walk faster on roads, so I always like to fill the center around the generator full of roads, especially if I have a bunch of wood to burn. I don't know if it makes a difference, but I feel like it's one of those things that it's worth the spend. Man, maybe I should put in just another sawmill. I will have big. Oh, I do have a big chunk of people coming in now. Yeah, that would be good. No, I didn't. Yeah, see, I get more. Yeah, it's extra little bit of house, or of the trees are highlighted, so I feel like I'm within more range of more trees doing it there. Storage capacity. Okay, yikes, I need to spend even more wood. Sure, get that coal mine up. Get this wall drill. That would probably be good with my influx of workers. What else? I built a bunch of roads. I can build another workshop. Okay. I still have a lot of wood. Maybe I'll build some resource depots. Okay. That is a lot of buildings. Let me see if I can get rid of these sick absences now that I have a big influx of people. Oh, they're going to build. Of course they are. Of course they are. Maybe I I shouldn't. Game's getting squirrely. I do have 20 homeless, but that will be fixed very shortly. Yeah, I'm not really going to bother putting these people to work. I know it's during the workday, but there's so much to build. There's so many resources. I could use a day of building. What I will do is I will put some people in here. Because they will go on their hunt overnight, and I do need food. Alright, infirmaries researched. Pause. Yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna tech next. I do have to get that range upgrade, but I do have some days to do that. I will not worry about that right now. I could probably do one more thing before that. What I want that to be. Yeah, that would give me a nice chunk of people, especially now. I got quite a few. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, doing the hunting tactics now gives me 10, 20, 30 people. Free. That's pretty big. Pretty big. I have to remember to upgrade my steel. And the infirmary was researched. So I can build that. Where do I want to put these? These were I was going to put on this side. So I got to make sure my spacing is right for here. Right, 1, 2, 3. Health, infirmary. Yeah, see that little. Yeah. It may have auto adjusted, but. That is going to bother me. It's an OCD thing. I think if I do this, it does shrink. See the house like shrank a little bit when I did that? I know this is like a little trick. You can shrink houses. I kind of think it's lame. Watch the construction. See? I kind of think it's a lame thing to do. See if it lines up. I mean, that might not have even worked. Yeah, so maybe it's just a visual thing. I thought it like actually shrunk the house, but I don't know. I guess not. Well, either way, I have to build an infirmary here. Well, I can leave those rows. I guess it don't matter. It's really gonna be. I have plenty of wood. I'm just thinking steel. Steel. 7. Over time, my food should be pretty good now. Excited about all this. Yeah, we're getting to be in good shape. I feel like this is a pretty strong mid-game. I'm burning the heater for no reason. Even these, like once I get these bunkhouses up and my homeless go away, I could reduce this range on my generator. Survivors, okay. Man, that's another big chunk of people. 27, 19. Well, we always escort, so. Yikes. Okay, I gotta get a lot more. I gotta get these tents upgraded even. Can't build fast enough. People are piling in now. I'd like to build another infirmary. I'm getting those people and the hunting tactics. Yikes. I'm going to have a lot of free people. Well, that's good. I can't complain about any of that.
End of shift. Go rest all who can.
Pause it. Let me make sure these workers are not in treatment. Okay. Hunting tactics. Yeah, now I got 55 people just from that. With that... it's nighttime, they could go on their hunt. Well, now I'm getting kind of close, so I'm going to get the mechanical calculations, and then I have to remember to get the next range up. Upgrade. After that. There's so much building. We still have 20 homeless. I mean, this is a whole row of houses. If they would just build them. Hungry people, too many sick people, homeless people. It looks, I feel like, worse than it is. United by faith. Glad to hear it. I mean, if you've never read any of these things before, I would say just pause the video as opposed to me just waiting on it. Just trying to make this the videos as short as possible. Alright, 2000, that means the work day is over. I did not forget about the steel this time. There's so much building. In treatment, dismiss. Hunting, going to hunt, thank you. Yeah, those infirmaries really came at a great time. I feel like having all of these people, you know, even if you keep warm conditions, you know, like there's this stuff, right, where they're walking to and from, and, you know, it's cold out there. So it's like you always end up, I feel like, with sick. It's actually one of the reasons why I put these hunters' huts kind of gathered like this. Because... the building, I don't think, needs heat, because, you know, when they hunt, they're like not in the building, like they're here, right? So I don't know how important it is that it stays warm, but the walking, I do know, will get people sick. I've done that tons of times where I'm like, you know, building like a resource storage like out in the middle of nowhere, because the resource storages don't need, it doesn't matter, you know, how warm they are, and I'll like see the guy walking out there wadding through the snow, and I'll like watch him get sick. You know, it'll say like he's sick after, because you can like click on him and it tells you. You can click on a person, right, and it'll say activity, you know, going home or going into treatment. You know, very low risk of falling ill, and you click on like a guy that's, you know, walking out in the middle of nowhere, and it's like high risk of getting ill. So. That being said, I will eventually, in the late game, have hubs all throughout these hunting facilities, because every night these guys walk out here. So I want a path from the generator to these, you know, hunting facilities that's all warm. Which you'd think, oh, well, all the buildings are going to need that. You know, your coal, your. But all this stuff won't be here in the late game, right? Like these sawmills, they're not going to be here. The coal mines will. But again, I mean, that's just one hub, as opposed to if I did like a whole outside ring of these hunting facilities all on the outside here, the workers walk straight there, right? So I would need hubs all in here, where now this is like nicely clumped. I could just put maybe like, 3 steam hubs and they'll be good to go. So I only explain all that because I don't know if I explained it in the past, and that's something that I feel like is the difference between having like a successful run and a not so good run. It's like expecting, what you're going to do in the late game. And there's some stuff we know is going to happen, right? Like we know it's going to get colder. Survivors. Yikes. Well, we always escort. Man, I have a lot of people coming into the city now. You know it's going to get colder. You know you're going to need more food. More people are going to be sick. So it's like there's certain things, even if you don't know the game, you could kind of account for. I want to upgrade these tents now that... Yeah, no homeless, because they're just moving into these bunkhouses, which are livable. Those tents upgraded. Oh, and now that is the case, they're all in the bunkhouses, I could shrink this radius down to 1, I believe. Let's see, nothing bad happens. It does get chilly in my cookhouse, but don't really, for the coal savings, I will do that. Because now, there's something to do. It's still late. So, they're all sick. Yeah, you know what? At 2 people, I'm not even gonna, I'm not gonna do it. None. Book of Laws, what do we got here? Okay, so we were cruising the adaptation. Now I did evening prayers last time, so Faith Keepers. You can ask the Faith Keepers to break up protests. New ability, nighttime processions, reduces discontent. You have to build the seat of the Faith Keepers. Discontent will rise, not even a small amount, but like will rise. I feel like this is an extreme thing. Like, why would discontent rise if you're building a good thing, and look at these guys, they don't look very happy. Like, look at this guy, it looks like he wants to hit somebody. I don't know about how I feel about that. The temple, this guy doesn't look happy either. Well, it is, we're on the apocalypse, nobody's happy. But see, yeah, like for this, the temple raises hope. These are all great things, right? So this feels like it's a better thing. I'm gonna sign the temple. And the Faith Keepers, I don't know if I'm ever gonna do this. That kind of sounds like they're the faith police, right? They break up protests. So like the strong arms of the church.
Hear me. New law in the city.
I don't have enough resources to build the temple right now. 40 and 40. Trouble. Writing on the wall. Graffiti. Ignore it. Hope will fall. Send a cleric to reassure the people. Hope will fall slightly. Okay, well, we have clerics. I wonder if I had like the. Yeah, my hope dropped a little bit with that. I wonder if I had the Faith Keepers, if I can just like send the Faith Keepers and go beat them up. Everyone is still near a house of prayer and every child is placed in a shelter. That's good. Let me pause this because I have more people coming in. Vacant beds 20, and in 3 hours, I'm gonna have so many more people. I just have to like mass produce houses. That's fine. That is fine. How is my coal looking? Coal is looking great. I mean, I have 2 extra places that will generate wood come building. The sawmill and the wall drill. I remember the steel, so that's good. Alright. Let me send these guys back out. Closest though. Alright, 71 people. Maybe I could get these people in here to go hunting tonight? Nah, they're going home. Tomorrow. They'll go. I mean, with all these extra people, I'm gonna need the food, so people abandoned. Yeah, that the tendency is good because my hope is so high. Fantastic. Yeah, convinced to stay. Glad to hear that. I still have a lot of stuff building. This is going to affect my... Wait, these guys are going to hunt. I thought they were going to rest. Wow. Okay. No complaints. This is chilly. I'm going to put workers in here. There's so many heaters. I probably need to get that other coal mine going. Yeah. And I'll have to put the heater on that as well. Yeah, just because it's chilly. Some things are building here. Put 5 people in there, but I'm not going to overtime it. And I have homeless. That wood can't come in fast enough. I got to see the rate on this wall drill as compared to these. What do I get? You're going left, that means you are going right. I gotta see the rate. What's the rate on this? 12 an hour? That should probably be all of them, right? But it is probably the same. If the wall drill is more than 12 an hour, I'll overtime the wall drill. Put my sawmills to regular. Got some hungry people now, don't I? Probably gonna need more people in the cookhouse with all those. Okay, it's 8 o'clock. Let's see. I'm not gonna be getting a good thing on that because people are building. Yeah, that was a lot to build. That makes me kind of sad. I have some inefficiencies everywhere. People are building stuff. What if with this many extra people, what if I think if I pause these builds, I think that's how this works. I pause the build. Right, am I doing this right? And then I hit play, and now, right, and now I could unpause the build. I was hoping that my people that were unemployed would resume the build before the people that had work shifts. I think it kind of worked, but not completely with that workshop. Don't particularly know. Another thing I should do is I should actually get rid of these coal piles, because these are going to be a problem later on when it gets too cold to harvest. You know, like outside, not in a facility. So this will be nice. I could none that. Everyone's gonna move over to the infirmary, which treats much faster. I do need to build more houses in this third row. I don't think I was building any more beyond that. I think that was it, right? Yeah. This is weird. Oh, because there's going to be a house here as well. Just not here. Well, that's kind of a waste of space, isn't it? No, can't be perfect. Still have a lot of people. Turn the heater on. Turn this heater on. Oh, I can turn these heaters off because that's warm enough. That was an error. That was burning coal all day. Not that coal's really a problem. I think I'm still gaining. Oh yeah, because I got both coal mines and the gathering post now. I have a bit of homeless, but that's getting worked out. Those 5 houses. I won't have any extra. Those build. I'm gonna have when those finish building. I'm only gonna have 11 vacancies. Do I have any more people coming in? I don't think so. No. That is good. I gotta do range. Don't have the resource. I'm very close to having the resources though. Just unpause it. Yikes. You know, for a guy that had a lot of resources, a day ago, I now have nothing except for coal. But that's good. That means we're managing things very efficiently. It does look like I'm going to need to assign my resource storages to coal. Just one for now. That was a big improvement too, because my resource depots are the upgraded ones. They store the extra materials. I'm going to none this, right? And yeah. These tents are useless. They heal so slow. I'm just gonna get rid of them. Put something else there. If I need more healing, I would just build another infirmary. And I would imagine there's going to be a lot of infirmaries in my future because, you know, with more people comes more sick. It just kind of happens naturally. And, you know, we know how this game's going, right? It's going to get much colder, much more challenging. Oh, see, yeah, I didn't know that this was done. Well, I have the food now. I mean, a lot of people are hungry, but I do have food, so hopefully maybe I'll lose a Londoner this time. Let's see, I got 15. Yeah, it dropped down to 14. And the hope gain, so perfect. Yeah, the tendency now is, yeah, that's good. We're getting there. Discontent is still, people are hungry. It's raising a little bit. I mean, I have the rations. They just got to go eat them. wanted to see the, yeah, so this is 12 an hour. Right, this is 19. Alright, so I'm going to make sure all of my sawmills are not overtimed. And I don't even know if it's worth overtime in this drill. I mean, I have so much wood. I think I'm not going to, because I have just so many other things overtimed. Same thing with the coal. I don't need to overtime the coal now. Research, yeah. I know I have one that's not, but that's okay. Just thinking here. Thinking, what do I have to build? Oh, the temple. I have to build the temple. That's right. This big old thing. I know I'm gonna need another cookhouse, so I'm just gonna, to keep them in the same place, I'm just going to put that in for spacing. I know these my infirmaries I'm going to continue to build here, so I don't think a temple's not going to fit there. Huh. Fit here. If I were to do that, let's see yeah, see now my infirmaries, I can only build 2 more. Well, I guess I could build another infirmary down here. I mean, I guess that's just the way of it. I mean, that's not a whole lot of wasted space. Yeah. It's just one of those things. If it was, you know, if I was even better at future proofing and knowing the sizes of buildings and all of that, be those little inefficiencies. But I think it gets to a point where you don't need to be that efficient, that you can have little spots of error like that. I mean, I feel like it's unavoidable, really, unless you totally plan out everything and like write it down like a script, like this is what I'm doing here, this is what I'm doing here. 21 vacant beds. No people coming in. But I really would like to have a spot with houses for like reserve. Generator range. Okay, is that gonna automatically do that? It did. It did. Do I need to do that right now? I don't. I'm still on 1. Right? Yeah. I'm still on 1. 1's fine. I still have a tent in there? Huh. That's funny. Get rid of that.
Night is coming.
That's an oversight. Okay, the temple's going. Nothing's. Oh, wait, I gotta pause. I have to do tech upgrade. Alright, so coal and heating we are good. That's been taken care of. I'm not going to build any outposts. I have in the past. That's just not really what I want to do this go around. I want to see if, we just do it different. I mean, they're good. They give you a lot of resources, but then you have, like, people out there, and you like, get these chunks of resources, like, every day. I like to have, like, a steady flow of resources. I feel like that's easier to manage than predicting large chunks and using them quickly, because that means you need a lot of working people to build. So coal isn't an issue. I'm not doing that. Gathering post insulation, that's all, but those are all but gone. The sawmill or the wall drill upgrade would be interesting. This would guarantee a lot of more food, but I would need a lot of steel to do that. Houses. Cookhouse insulation. Well, that's interesting. Right now I'm at generator power 1. When it drops 1 degree, my bunkhouses that are in range will go to livable, so I'm not going to turn the generator off, so the bunkhouses are fine. I don't need to research the house right now. Which is fine, because I remember from other playthroughs that this house redesign reduces the cost of building houses, so that's one of those things, you like do them both and then you build houses, which I don't have enough time to do. Anyway. Healthcare insulation, infirmary. Less engineers. People aren't really a problem right now. Steam coal mine, steam mine. For the first time, I am not really in need of anything. Am I? Actually, I am. With all of my current workplaces, when it's cold, weather drops, with the heaters on, it'll be chilly. The places that affects are the sawmills, the coals, and well, maybe I'll do the sawmill upgrade then, the steam sawmill, because then I could ditch these 3 heaters. Or no, the heaters will be on, but they'll at least be livable. And I'll get the extra bonus from the wood, the extra wood gathering. Temple built. Wow, that was a big hope increase. Let me pause it. What's this? 20 food rations. A long ceremonial sermon will be delivered at the temple. Hope will rise. Some learned and in their ways. Well, that's huge. 4-day cooldown, 20 food rations. Got plenty of food rolling in now, so yeah, may as well pop this. Yeah, discontent dropped. I think I did lose a Londoner or 2. Didn't I have like 14 or 15 Londoners? I wasn't paying attention, but I think I did. That's good. Alright, so everyone's being treated in an infirmary now. That is huge. And the infirmaries, they're outside my generator heat range right now, and they're livable, as opposed to these tents that were inside the range and livable, so they're much warmer. Which, I mean, it makes sense, it's not a tent. Okay, I'm after hours. What else do I want to build? Build more food. Start getting some of these. Get like a little food city over here. I want people, especially out here, to walk nice and fast because these areas will be cold. I mean, I'm going to put steam hubs, but I'm just saying it's, once they walk in from their work, I'm going to turn those steam hubs off. No point in heating it all the time, just when they're walking to and from. Oh, good. I lost. Yeah. Many will abandon their cause, so good. All right, let's revisit my overtime work. Who's on overtime? 3 of those, right? 3 of the workshops and the 2 steels. That's my 5. Yeah. That's still good. I still want to overtime the steel. I mean, like I said before, that steel is the hardest thing to get, I feel. So that'll be overtimed probably throughout the entire game. Got a lot of hungry people, but I also have a lot of rations, so I feel like they just haven't gotten to eat yet. $11 vacant beds. It'll be 21 when this tent upgrades. Well, I will be going to range 3 when the temperature drops. That'll need to happen. But I would like to have a buffer for houses, and I have the resources to do it and the time to maybe build a couple. So, these houses, I mean, depending on when they get populated, will need a steam hub. I don't think the temperature's ever going to go back up. We're getting to that mid-game, so that means that instead of putting them, in a ring, because then I would have to, increase my range to 4, I'm going to keep these houses in a clump. And I'm going to put that clump here. I feel like 3 is good for now. If I, maybe later on, because it is kind of late, maybe later on I'll put another row in the back here, and then probably a road in the back of that, and I'll put the steam hub in the back, and that'll cover this, like an area about this big with a steam hub. So in case I get a big influx of people unpredictably, or, like if it's, whatever, they'll just have a house. I mean, I have the resources for it. Let's see if I can get more people on the hunt tonight. Looks like I can, so... engineers. So I think what I'm going to do, how many splits here? I do have some, don't I? Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is none these workers. Max out with the engineers. None these engineers to max this back out. Hopefully none of these people are sick. One's in treatment. We'll address that later. That will give me enough workers to put in here. Okay, no one's sick. That's good. And then the 2 extra, hopefully in here. Not sick. One is. Okay, well that's fine. I'll manage that in a couple hours when things are, when it's like right before the workday. Another act of vandalism. Send the cleric to reassure the people. Ignore it, they're just words. What time is it? I think, this has been a while. And I'll be honest, sometimes my game crashes. So I want to run a save right here. New save file. I'll just name it 2025. This is my third save file. So I'll save that. Resume. And then I'm going to stop the video, but then I'm just going to pick right back up. I'm going to continue playing. I just wanted to get a save down and stop the video so I don't lose all of this. We did a lot, so I don't lose all this stuff should I get a game crash. Sometimes it happens if my videos get really long, because I look at the file size. It's like 100 gigs for the video. So game's paused, 3:07. I'll pick this video back up. Let me just get it stopped.